What's up, buddies? Just wanted to do a super quick, hopefully sub 2-minute video regarding these 034 upper top mounts. These are the Camber mounts. I've had them on my car for about 2 years now, and I've been completely noise-free, zero issues. I was running them with the stock springs. However, one thing I did upon install, because I know a lot of people complain about noises, and one thing I observed was the strut bearing was able to move very easily, relatively, against the top hat versus a stock bearing or versus a stock top hat, because the stock one is plastic and it's kind of soft and they don't really slide against each other. There's a little keyhole right here and there's a little tab that you have to line up, but there is a little tiny bit of play there. If just because of the sheer forces that the spring is under, even though this bearing should spin perfectly smoothly, there's still a chance that there's less friction in between those two interfaces depending on how everything is oriented. So what I did upon install a couple years ago, I just put a little dab of RTV all the way around and sandwiched everything together, assembled it otherwise properly. I've had zero issues, zero problems. Now that I am installing lowering springs on the car, there's a new problem that I found out. Some lowering springs might be contacting the body, like this APR spring, for instance. So if you take a look right there, that's a problem. So if you look at the APR spring, you line up from top coil to bottom coil. This is going to be facing the body of the vehicle for all three of these springs here. And if you line up from the top coil to the bottom coil, you can see how much overhang there is in the middle. The 034 spring doesn't have much of anything. It's basically like stock as far as that goes, and stock is like that. So there's zero interference with this one, zero interference with the 034 spring. You can't even get the thing assembled easily with the APR spring in there. So something to keep in mind. I'm sure that there might be varying levels of contact and also variance in the seam sealer that is on the body here. So depending on your spring combo, if you're having 034 upper top hat noises, it might be worth poking your head in there and seeing if there's any evidence of contact. Also check for paint rubbing off of your coils. So hopefully this helps somebody.